Gracio, thank you. Again, so much stuff is happening. Pylons, Archway, Forte, Cosmos Con, part two. All right, joining us, next up on stage is Marcus Maute, the Chief Operations Officer of BridgeTower Capital. Marcus, come on up, man.
Thank you, man. Thanks. Thank you, everybody. Now, first of all, a big thank you to the organizers of this event. I think this is really a milestone for the Cosmos ecosystem. And I think this is one of the greatest events we ever saw here in this blockchain community. And I need to have the clicker. So, my name is Marcus. And as you can see, I have also kind of a split personality, right? So the guy on the left hand worked for years in the traditional financial industry. There was a managing consulting guy in Accenture, worked for the Swiss asset manager as a managing partner. And since a while, I'm also in this degenerated kind of sphere. I'm now CEO for BridgeTower Capital. And I'm also a proud advisor of Persistence. So BridgeTower, real quick, as said, it's a private equity firm. And next to equity investments, we started with token investments, which is awesome. And with token investments, we realized we need to stake them. And for tax as well as jurisdictional reasons, we decided to run our own validator nodes in Switzerland. So in Switzerland, we are running, on the Cosmos side, we are running Terra, we are running Persistence, Cash, Sentinel. And down there, you can see we're running a bunch of smaller ones, like the Ethereums and the Solanas and the Algorands. And it is highly important for us, with our validator nodes, to be ESG compliant. That means all our validator nodes in our data centers, they are operated based on renewable energies. And during the lunch break, I talked to the region teams. And I think there will be, in the future, there will be the point where delegating to validator nodes, there will also be the decision and the criteria, is the validator node running on renewable energies? So I think this is more and more becoming important to achieve the goal of a sustainable global blockchain industry. And I mentioned we're doing a lot of token investments lately. What is highly important for us is not only investing, like the funds are doing, we also want to bring value to these companies. One example is helium. So we are now starting producing helium miners in Brazil, and we are also working on a coordinated rollout of helium miners all over South America. Then together with the Solana Foundation, we're running the Solana Ecosystem Fund, which we are super proud of. And I'm more than happy to announce today we are becoming a cash compute provider. So it will go live probably over the weekend. BridgeTower is supporting the cash network by providing compute power from Switzerland and also completely based on renewable energies. So we all know Web 3.0 is super important, and the cash is providing a really crucial infrastructure layer for these Web 3.0 companies. Last but not least, Sentinel. We started working on a DVPN farm, also completely based in Switzerland. So in the next couple of weeks, we will provide VPN services in a decentralized manner from Switzerland as well. We also realized, and we're coming more from the traditional side, and we are speaking to a lot of family offices and institutional investors. They are super curious about crypto and this new asset class, but they still have, honestly, no clue at all. So the potential of the Web 3.0 companies, they still don't get it. And to help educating the people out there, we will issue very soon our so-called Web 3.0 industry reports. Covers and artworks might still change in the next couple of weeks, but we will start with, again, the VPN industry. Then we will talk about a cache and how compute power, from our point of view, will be the leading global commodity on a global base. It's not gold anymore, not silver anymore. It will really become compute power. We are planning to expand these industry reports for Web 3.0 companies over the next year as well, even going into more different sectors. But talking about digital asset ecosystems. As we all know, competition might be fun to watch, especially if it's a TV show. But being a species, or be it in business, competition is mostly bad. So a red ocean strategy is, to most degrees, deemed to fail. So companies and corporations, they tend to work together in ecosystems. You probably all experienced by booking your flights here to Lisbon on these fancy websites. If you're almost done with booking your flight, you will get asked, do you want to book a hotel or do you want to have a rental car? So this is these companies, these traditional players working in ecosystems. At the end, it's just cross and upselling. So they are sharing data, and try to increase the value chain. Is it good? Sometimes it's good. Sometimes if you just want to book your flight, it's not really good. We here on the digital asset ecosystem side, we're not sharing only data, we are sharing value between us participants. And this is already a big deal, right? So we are not only sharing the data, we are sharing the value. And for sure, Cosmos and Interchain is the greatest digital asset ecosystem of all of them. But, and this is the big bet, right? These two spheres, they are not really communicating yet with each other. And the big red border in between is here the Financial Action Task Force, or be it the infrastructure bill in the US or the ban in China. And we all know this regulation, it's coming. It's these dark clouds on the horizon. And we are trying to run as soon as possible, but sooner or later we'll be all in this thunderstorm. So the question is, how can we bring together these traditional ecosystems where they are sharing a lot of data, and how can we work together with them on the Cosmos or on the blockchain side? And what we are currently proposing, and we are starting working on, is so-called permission markets. Permission markets can be part of the IBC, right? So it's more or less an independent chain, yet connected to the IBC world, to the interchain, but it's helping to bridge these two worlds. From our point of view, it's especially attractive for liquid staking. So we have the traditional players. I mentioned the family offices, the wealth managers, all of them. There's a huge interest in this new asset class, but they still can't really invest proper due to regulatory concerns or missing custody providers. So having a permission market where KYC and KYB, know your business, is in place seems for us like an on-ramp to the crypto scene and helping bridging these two worlds. At the end, this is something like a hybrid DeFi play. So the whitelisting will happen over regulated entities. That might be the way to go, at least it's a way in the middle. At the beginning, we are planning to have it dedicated for institutional and accredited investors. And sooner or later, you can also link these permission markets together with already regulated crypto boards like be it the FTXs of the world or SDX. What we currently see is a high demand also in different jurisdictions. As mentioned beforehand, we are currently very engaged in Brazil and South America, and we see huge demand to get access to these utility tokens and these new Web 3.0 companies, but as said, they simply can't. And we will probably see in the next 5 to 10 years these permission markets popping up all over the globe in different jurisdictions. And as you can somehow see, this is already looking like an interchain, right? So I think we will see next to the permissionless Internet of Blockchains, we will see a permissioned IBC as well. And from our point of view, Cosmos, from an architectural point of view, is already having the perfect setup in the architecture to help these regulated traditional players coming to the crypto space. I keep it short today. Thank you very much, and enjoy your day.